This is Fred Wilkinson, Managing Editor of the National Provisioner, here in Tyler, Texas, speaking with Tom Miller, who is in charge of food safety at John Soules Foods. Tom, could you speak a little bit about the importance of food safety, of course, here at John Soules Foods, but a little bit just about all the efforts that the company makes to ensure that a safe, quality product arrives at the grocery store or food service?
Well, you're exactly right, Fred. Food safety at John Soules Foods is the number one priority, along with personal safety, of course. We do above and beyond what most companies do. I believe, from my own experience across the country, working for different companies, of course, prior to coming to John Soules Foods 13 years ago. We build our facilities, which you've seen them. They speak for themselves. They're built for food safety, which we don't have to do that. It costs us a lot of extra capital to build facilities that are made primarily to produce a safe product. Again, we don't have to do that. There's no regulations that says we have to spend all this money. John Soules Foods, of course, we believe in taking a very aggressive approach to food safety. Versus kind of standing back and doing the wait and see approach. We go after food safety problems. We are proactive in attacking food safety, and that stems from John's own ideas about food safety, down through me and and my staff for the quality assurance group. Is we're constantly looking for ways to improve, and I think if you look at our products. You look at our programs, our micro-testing programs are very, very rigorous in trying to find any problem that we may have within the company and prevent it from ever leaving our four walls.
I was fortunate to be able to tour John Soules Foods' new facility in Valley, Alabama, and of course it's a very up-to-date facility with a lot of automation and robotics. Can you speak to any specific challenges that, from a food safety standpoint, that it posed in the design and the construction of that new facility in Valley?
Yes, of course. And anytime any company builds a new facility, it's definitely challenging, taxing on the people that work there. The biggest challenge, of course, the first challenge, of course, is designing a building with food safety in mind. So it flows right, you flow from raw to ready to eat, which of course we do. And then you have to look at all the ways, keeping food safety as your primary focus, but still being able to have production work like it's supposed to work. And then the second biggest challenge would definitely be personnel. Of course, you're hiring 300 new people that have never worked for John Soules Foods before, most of them. So now you have to train these people. Train, retrain, and train again until it just becomes habit for them to follow the GMPs and the food safety practices throughout the plant, which is definitely a big challenge because, of course, you're always getting new people. Especially when you start a new plant, you have waves of new people that will come in, and training is probably the biggest challenge, and that's one thing we excel at, is we make sure we train people before we put them in a position on the floor.